The music news for the streets, the music news for your beats, the news for the music stuff that you gonna need. We gon' talk about plugins, we gon' talk about gear. If it's news on this music, we gon' talk about it here. Let's go. Welcome to the music news for the streets. I'm your anchorman, SumnSumnSumn. Hit the keys. And in today's newscast, I've got all kinds of exciting stories from 4 freebies. Looks like Native Instruments just dropped a brand new addition to their Play series. UVI's got a brand new plugin out. But our top story today comes from Arturia. As many of you guys know, once a year, Arturia gives away a free gift for us. This year, they are giving us Augmented Mallets Play. Let's go ahead and check this bad boy out. When you open up Augmented Mallets Play, it is going to look like this. I believe this thing has about 50 presets in there. I could be wrong, give or take a few, maybe 40, I don't know. But this thing is fire. It's like the rest of the stuff in their Augmented series. So it's basically, you can just change up the sound so quickly. So I have it on this little melody right now, and this is what one of the sounds sound like. Pretty fire bell, but then you can start messing with like the color, the effects, delay, reverb, all that other stuff, and change up the sound. So you guys can see just that easy, I'm changing up the way that everything sounds. If I hold the button down, pretty fire. So let's go ahead and go through some of these presets so you guys can hear what some of this stuff sounds like. This is definitely a must grab too, in my opinion. I think a lot of these mallets are really fire in this. Let's go ahead and check out some more. Bro, you're not gonna tell me that's not fire, man. You see how quick I changed that up. So let's go ahead and go to the next mallet sound. Let's see what this one sounds like. I mean, as you guys can see there, I changed that sound up really, really quickly. So let's go ahead and listen to some more of these at random. See what this one sounds like. This thing is solid. You don't get control underneath the hood, so you don't get to go into the advanced features with this because it is the free version. All you get is basically the controls on the front page. Let's see what this sounds like. Pretty fire there too as well. Let's check out the Celeste on vinyl. Let's go ahead and push play and mess with some of these presets. All right, so let's just check out a couple more presets real quick, because again, like I said, this thing is solid. See what this dreamy vibraphone sounds like.
I mean, again, just that easy. You can change up the sound. This thing is very solid. And you see, I have so many more to go through. Let's check out the subway piano. Pretty solid in my personal opinion. I can't stress enough. If you're looking for a freebie right now, this is going to be one of the most solid freebies that have come out during this holiday season because it's just good sounds. And then like with every single preset, as you start morphing and adding effects A, effects B, motion, time, the reverb, the delay, and all that stuff on there, it just changes it up and gives you a completely different preset. So if you're going to grab anything that's for free right now, I definitely recommend grabbing this one because this thing is an absolute banger. And the second story that I have for you guys today comes from Native Instruments. It looks like they've just dropped a brand new addition to their Play series called Luxa, and they also added a new expansion called Hot List. Let's go ahead and check this thing out. So as we see here, Luxa is for Platinum Pop. I don't have the price on this right now. It might be 50 bucks. It might be 100 bucks. I'm not sure what the rollout price on this is going to be. I've just got a little early access to this. With this Luxa Platinum Pop, the go-to toolkit for chop-topping pop, R&B, rap, and K-pop productions, lustrous synths, radiant keys, and velvety basses for pure pop perfection. Explore 150 presets with easy-to-use macros for instant results. Part of the Play series, inspiring presets and real-time control in an intuitive interface. So let's go ahead and hop into FL Studio, check this thing out a little bit more in depth. So as you see here right now, Luxa looks like this. It's pretty cool because you're going to get control over things like macros underneath the hood. You've got your sequences. Obviously, you've got your effects and all the stuff that you can mess with from each one of the sounds. This thing has some pretty cool sounds, though. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I made a little sample beat using the mallets from that mallet play, the Augmented Mallets play that I just used. And then all of these other sounds come from Contact 8. So it's going to come from the Luxa. So it's going to be like the bass, all the melodic pieces, all that stuff. It's all coming from Luxa. It's not all the way mixed down as always, but let's go. All right, guys, so that's a little sample beat that I put together for you guys today. Let's go ahead and hop back in this thing and check it out a little bit more. What I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this little section right here just so that I can kind of play through some of the instruments that I used. So with this right here, we'll start with Contact 8 first. And this was kind of the first thing that I used in this beat right here was this sound right here. So I thought that was pretty fire. Then the second sound that I used was this. So I thought that bass was pretty fire. And then the next sound I used was this. I thought that was a pretty solid sound too as well. And then the last thing I used was just some chords for the piano. So I'm gonna come back to this one right here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just leave it wide here too, because I've got some presets over here. I'm gonna go through some of these here in a little bit. But I just want to play some of these presets at random so that you guys can hear what they sound like. You know what I'm saying? In a melody or something. So what's cool about Play Series is that you can change out all the presets that you want. So boom, I could come over here and I can make this the silk for A, and it's going to change the way it sounds. You also got like dirt, coral, different effects down here that you can mess with the macros. So that's pretty cool too as well. Along with this kit, there's gonna be, like I said, there's 150 presets, so. I kinda like that one. See what this sounds like. That's a fire preset. But in this kit too, you're also going to get the hot list right here. So it's going to come with a bunch of different loops and one shots. That bass go bam. Hey, come on, hey. God. Yo, some of them loops, bro, is absolutely insane. Them bad boys is fire. Ooh, I didn't even listen to them yet. That was all first impression. So, but you know, then you got your one shots over here too from Hot List. I mean, you just get a bunch of stuff here in these one shots. See if there's any more melodies over here. I mean, overall, just a pretty solid kit. I think I've gone through enough on this thing. This is pretty fire. I like the sounds in here. It definitely fits the genre of music I make, whether it's trap, boom bap, R&B, lo-fi, pop, all those genres. You can use all this stuff in those genres. Definitely a solid expansion pack and a solid Play Series pack. All right, guys, and the next story that I have for you guys today is a freebie. This one becomes free maybe 2, 3, maybe 4 times a year. It is called SynthMaster 2 Player. Let's go ahead and check this bad boy out. So as we see here, this thing has over 2,000 different presets in it. If you're looking for an alternative to something like Omnisphere, just on the preset side, or something like Nexus, just on the preset side, this might be what you could use to get the job done, because you see here, it's just got a ton of different presets. I've covered this a bunch. I'm not going to go too deep in this. I'm just going to play a few presets, and then we're going to keep it moving, but this is definitely a solid free little rompler. So let me go ahead and take this up to the next pattern. Let's go ahead and find some more sounds. I mean, that sounds pretty fire right there. You've got flutes, you've got guitars, you've got brasses, you've got all kinds of stuff in here that you can use. You know what I'm saying? You got brasses that you can use. You got all kinds of different stuff in here in the keys section that you can mess with. I mean, as you guys can see there are a bunch of presets. I'll play just maybe a couple more presets for you guys just so that you can hear some more sounds. So let's go ahead and go to the synth lead. You got a bunch of ARPs and stuff here too. That's just me holding down a chord. I wasn't playing notes. So this is just me holding down one chord. So you get a bunch of different ARPs and stuff in here too as well. Some decent ARPs and stuff like that. I mean, this is a pretty fire little free plugin. Like I said, you're gonna get routing to different stuff, so you can route different stuff to different buses. You've got inserts here for like chorus, delay, lo-fi, all kinds of different stuff. So like, let's see if I click on something else. You see how it's got all these different effects from distortion, ensemble, phaser, EQ, all that stuff. This is a fire plugin for free. So I go get it. Normally I think it costs $49 or $29, but today, freeski. And the next story that I have for you guys today, this one right here, it's going to come from UVI. They just dropped a brand new plugin called PW Waveframe. Let's go ahead and check the story out. A modern take on a digital sampling pioneer, authentic rare sounds from the iconic Waveframe audio frame, 150 layers of expressive, character-rich samples, explore hundreds of handcrafted presets to create your own. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was going to download this and test it out, but it's like 38 gigs. I don't have 38 gigs anywhere of space to put anything, so I got to get a new hard drive apparently. But this thing sounds pretty fire. I did check it out. I watched Venus Theories. Y'all know Cameron, Killer Cam, aka Venus Theory. You know, Cam from the Dipset. I did a full review on this thing. Pretty fire. So we'll check out part of that. But with this Waveframe, as we see, they've got it set up to where it looks like an old school computer too as well. So this is Windows, I don't know what, Windows 95 or something, but that's pretty cool, you know, to give it the real feel. And so they say here, the digital sampling revolution, PW Waveframe captures the groundbreaking essence of the Waveframe audio frame, a high-end digital sampler and audio production system that made waves in the late 80s, developed in Boulder, Colorado. That's where my boy lives. Shout out to my boy Dub, 2 Cypher in the building. This system was a formidable competitor to the Synclavier and the Fairlight, featuring advanced capabilities like non-alias transposition, phase coherent polyphony, and 24-bit processing features that were light years ahead of their time. Even with the focus on post-production, the audio frame was embraced by forward-thinking musicians, producers for its pristine sound and unique sonic character. So let's go ahead and come over here. I've got this video pulled up. Let's go ahead and shoot them a like, and let's check out some of these presets as Venus goes through them. I'm just going to skip forward and we're just going to listen to a few of them. But these things do sound clean, super clean. Sheesh, that sounds clean. I mean, so those are some of the presets in there. Obviously, you're going to get some clean sounds. You're going to get some smooth sounding stuff. Obviously, you already know I'm a UVI fanboy to the end. I'm not even going to cap. I love me some UVI. I'm going to eventually download this. I just got to get a new SD card because I just didn't have the 38 gigabytes to test this out. But if you love UVI, you love old school sound and stuff, you love them 80 cents, this might be the one for you. Up next, I've got 3 freebies from IK Multimedia. In today's video, I did it a little bit differently. Normally, I would say I have like 6 freebies, but since these 3 are all bundled together, I just considered it as one freebie today. It's for their Amplitude CS, and let's go ahead and check this out. So as you see here, they've got 3 new pedals for their Amplitude 5 CS. Now, in the past, some of you guys have been telling me that this is only good for new users. But from my understanding, I thought that everybody could download this. So I could be wrong. I could be right. I don't have the answers. I will let you guys know that I'm not demoing any of these things though today, just because I've already got a lot of stuff going. At this point, we're already 20 something minutes into this video. But it's feeling a lot like Christmas. You're going to get a few different things. So let's see what you're going to get. For December, IK Multimedia is giving away the Leslie 122A amp and matching cab, Chorus 1 stop, and the Phaser 10 stop. On the MXR Phaser 100. So you can use these free in the Amplitude CS. Let me know if you are an existing consumer to IK Multimedia and you got it for free, because I don't have the answers, Sway. All right, guys, the next story I have for you guys today comes from Waves. It looks like Waves is making a little change there to their Studioverse universe. If you don't know what Studioverse is, we'll take a look at it. Welcome to Studioverse, the biggest online preset library of audio and instrument chains. So basically, if you get Studioverse, you can get all of these different mixing chains from like Tony Maserati, Manny Marroquin, Waves Audio, just all these random people have made all their presets and they've submitted them to Waves, and then they're giving them out to people. That's very cool. This thing does have a subscription base, but what Waves is doing right now is Waves is offering what they're calling a starter pack for free. For 3 months. So if you wanted to check out Studioverse and see if this is something that you might be interested in, you can get the starter pack, which is going to come free with over 500 different presets. The presets are going to be for everything from guitars to electric pianos to all that stuff. Not going to hold y'all on this one too. I was going to download this because I got it, but the way that Waves set up their their program with the affiliates and stuff like that, I got to download every Wave plugin in order for me to get my copy of Studioverse, and I just don't have the space on the computer. So I'm thinking about making some space and putting together some content on Studioverse, because I do think that this is a great concept and great idea. Let me give you guys a little bit more information. As I give you this information, you're just gonna have to stare at my face because I'm reading a confidential email, so I apologize for that. So with this new Wave Starter Pack, the included plugins that you're gonna get are gonna be Flow Motion, MDMX, Lil Tube, VComp, IR Live, VEQ3 guitar or GTR Solo, which is fire. That's the guitar amp I used to use before I got Guitar Rig and Amplitude. You're going to get multi-mod rack, you're going to get Emo D5, and you're going to get Emo EQ. And so, like I said before, this thing's going to have over 500 presets. Let's take a look at this here briefly so you guys can kind of see a little more about it. So as we're looking here, it's cool because you'll see over here to the left, you got like Rihanna lead vocal by Rihanna's engineer. So bam, it's got all the effects and everything that's going over here, you know, and the same like with a Guru sample splice. You know what I'm saying? Like it just shows what he puts on his samples and spices them up and stuff like that and gives you all that on there. So these things are cool for getting you a good start point. You know, you'll see here again, Astral Vocals, and you'll see it has what he has on here, and then it'll have some macros and stuff like that. So very fire. These are all legitimate artists. So this isn't like me making a vocal chain for you and being like, this is something's vocal chain. You know what I'm saying? Or Weaver making a vocal chain for you and being like, this is Weaver's vocal chain. Who'd y'all use that shit on though? You know, so this is like legit, like Young Guru, legit Chris Lord Algae, you know, Preston Reed. These are all legit. Kanye West Vox, you know, these are all legit. So I'll leave this link below as well. There is, like I said, there is a 90-day free trial and you're going to get those 10 plugins for free and 500 presets to see if this is something that you could use. All right, guys, up next, it looks like Arturia is back in the news. They have just dropped an update 3.0 for the Minifreak. Let's go ahead and check this bad boy out. So as we see here, Arturia Minifreak version 3.0 update now with added granular. So let's see what's new in here. Building on what is already a formidable suite of sound shaping tools, Arturia have added 8 brand new engines to both the hardware and software versions that focus mainly on granular synthesis. And to show off these great new engines, they've thrown 64 brand new presets. Oh, that's right, I don't have a Minifreak, I got a Microfreak. But I got the Minifreak plugin, so I'm gonna be using that. I do like the way that it sounds though. So the new 8 engines are as follow. They have a sample engine, they have cloud grains, which I believe is in the Microfreak. They have hit grains, frozen, scan, particles, lick, pause, and raster. So basically, you know, that's some more of the stuff that you can use in order to get your samples legit right. Update your Minifreak V app first using the Arturia Software Center, then update your Minifreak hardware from the app. Downloads are available from the Arturia website. All right, guys, and I got one more story for you guys today. This is another freebie. And I didn't even count the freaking Studioverse in freebies. I could have had like 7 freebies in this video. But this one's called Synth Hammer. This one's from MA Studio. So basically what it says here is, you know, obviously you're going to put this on a synth and this is going to add some tone, high, saturation to it. Just change up the sound. Synth Hammer provides the fastest way to make K-pop synth sounds. Synth Hammer is a synth enhancer that makes synth sounds vivid and intense with complex internal algorithms. All this is for free for life without any restrictions. So all you gotta do is turn the amount knob, and then you have the tone, the highs, the saturation, and all this that you can mess with. Some of the features are, it says it has a unique algorithm enhancer, simple operation with a large knob, treble or bass tone control, highs effect with left and right signal time difference, rich saturation control, out level control support, and all operations automation support. So that's what I got for you in today's newscast. Hopefully I could help you guys out with something in today's video. Make sure you get that Augmented Mallets play expeditiously because it's only free for a limited time only. Make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe to that notification bell so every time I bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Signing off as your anchor man, SumnSumnSumn. Hit the keys. Until next time, peace.
SumnSumnSumn. Hit the keys.